Alright, so this is my review for Avengers Infinity War, so let's get right into it. I won't be talking spoilers until the very end, so don't worry, I'll give a warning before I talk about spoilers. Let me just start off by saying that I love this movie. It was really fun from beginning to end. In all honesty, I don't believe there was a dull moment in this movie for me. There were a lot of surprises. Another thing that I liked about the movie is that the stakes were really high. You can feel that the Avengers were up against the ropes. Now let's talk about Thanos. Thanos steals the show in this movie. From the beginning of the movie, you can tell that this guy means business and that he is not easily defeatable. In my opinion, what makes a really great villain is when the villain believes, like honestly believes what he's doing is right, and Thanos shows that. Hands down, in my opinion, I believe he is one of the best, or actually the best villain in the MCU. The last thing I want to talk about is the ending. Not gonna give it away right now, but the ending is really good. Like, that ending blew my mind. I honestly couldn't believe some of the stuff they pulled with that ending. I remember watching Coco for the first time in theaters and remembering that scene where Miguel sings to his grandma and she remembers her father. I honestly believe that more people in this movie, in the Avengers, were sniffling, crying, and yeah, like, I heard the whole theater during this ending of the movie. Now, I do have an issue with the ending. However, it is a spoiler, so I'll save that to the end. Now on to what I didn't like about the movie. After thinking about it, I think there are 5 things that I either had a problem with or just didn't like. Unfortunately, I think out of those 5, I can barely talk about one without spoiling it, and then I can talk about one in full detail. The others are kind of spoil heavy, so I won't be able to talk about that until the end. One of the things that I can talk about in detail, I guess, was the number of people in this movie. We all know that almost everyone is in this movie, so there were points in the movie where I was like, maybe there is a little bit too much people, maybe it's too crowded, but I still love seeing everybody like in this movie. But there were times where I was like, man, like, there's a lot going on. The other thing that I can't go really into detail is the post-credit scenes. For me, in my opinion, it was meh. I mean, everyone in the theater erupted for those scenes, but yeah, in my opinion, meh. So yeah, that's pretty much all the negatives I can talk about without spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, I'd strongly recommend going and seeing it. You probably have already decided to go see it, so I'm gonna tell you that. When you're done watching the movie, come back and watch the spoiler part. So as of right now, I am going to talk spoilers, so here's your spoiler warning. Don't watch this part if you haven't seen the movie. Since the last thing that we talked about was the post-credit scene, let's stay on that subject. It basically reveals that Captain Marvel's being alerted of what's going on. The thing is that we know that her movie's coming, so it wasn't a big of a reveal because we know she's coming, so I'm like, okay, cool. The other thing that bugged me about the movie is that the Avengers don't fully assemble. We have Iron Man's team and then basically Captain America's team both fighting Thanos, different locations. It did disappoint me that they never assembled completely. The fourth thing that bugged me about the movie is more of a nitpick now that I think about it. It's that scene where Vision and Scarlet Witch are attacked by 2 of Thanos' henchmen. Like, you see Vision and Scarlet Witch struggle against these 2, and then all of a sudden Captain America and Black Widow, who are significantly less powerful than Vision and Scarlet Witch, take on these guys who have been giving Scarlet Witch and Vision a run for their money. So I'm like, how is that possible, you know? But yeah, not big of a deal, just a nitpick. The 5th thing that I had an issue with was actually the ending. Keep in mind that I still love the ending. Pretty much when everyone was being, well, half the population of the universe was being wiped out, and you know, you have Black Panther, Spider-Man, Groot being killed off. It was a really sad scene, but in the back of my head I was like, okay, you're not gonna kill them off like permanently, like you're not fooling me. Spider-Man Homecoming 2 is coming, it's been planned, you guys announced it. You're not gonna kill off Black Panther, one of the most successful comic book movies ever. Somehow, some way, you're gonna figure out a way to bring back the main ones. Possibly not all of them, who knows, but yeah, the main ones, they're coming back. So sorry, Marvel, you're not gonna get me. Even with these negatives, I still really enjoyed the movie, so I recommend going and watching it. I'm probably gonna watch it multiple times. So yeah, thanks for listening. Next review will probably be Deadpool 2. See you later.